What's up, everybody, and thank you for coming back. You already know what you're doing. You are keeping in tune with Carl Schmidt. So, today is an interesting topic. It's a topic that I have a lot of say in because of my experience with it. And I want to talk about pain specifically. Now, you may be wondering, why do you want to talk about pain? What about it is glamorous or glorious to talk about? Well, that's just the thing. When it comes to pain, there's so much benefit to it. So you don't realize it in the early stages. But what you gain from going through pain is a lot of structure, a lot of understanding. In essence, pain is a failure, right? And a lot of people, when they hear the word failure, they think of the worst. But the way you should see failure is a new opportunity. And that may seem crazy. That may seem so outlandish, right? But I'm being honest here. Pain can create such a huge change in your life. Like, for instance, here's a story about myself. So, the most recent bit of pain that I went through, and I use bit very loosely, is when I got home from my deployment in 2021. So we'll go back to July time. So I came home from my deployment overseas and I found out that my partner at the time had cheated on me with multiple different men. Okay. Very, very difficult period of my life. I had everything where I was living. I was living in California at the time and I had to move back to New York. So coast to coast. And during that period of time, after the breakup, after everything that happened, I was lost. I was depressed. I was in pain. I was self just deprecating, right? I was just messing with myself, right? There was just too much going on. I didn't feel like I could handle it. And so I did a little research and I looked into things and I tried some things that some people say are ridiculous. And one of the things I can say is I started journaling, right? I wrote my pain out. I asked questions. I wrote letters to my ex that I know I would never send, but I did that to get it out of my head. Because when it was up in my head, those intrusive thoughts would keep me up all night. I mean, I remember at one point I was up until what? I think 2 days. It was 2 days straight that I was awake, and it was absolutely torture. It was awful. But once I started implementing journaling, it helped me go to sleep, right? I may not have got a lot of sleep, but I was actually sleeping, which is a win for me at that period of time. And then moving forward, I was finally able to sit with myself and go over the relationship. I was actually able to sit there and break down every little part of it. What was good? What was bad? Was I doing? What was she doing? And so on. And that helped me gain new perspective, not only into that relationship, but what I want out of future relationships. So I'm not willing to just jump into the next relationship, right? I'm willing to actually get to know the person, their values, who they are as a person. And I think that if you use these types of tactics, right, you're going to be able to find what red flags you will notice early on so that you don't end up getting hurt or you don't end up being with somebody that doesn't mesh with you. Along with that, you're going to be able to set up boundaries. You're going to be able to understand that the boundaries you set are what's going to help you improve the relationship that you will currently be in if you continue to pursue with that person. Another thing is journaling. When you're journaling, you can do that in any facet of your life. You can do journaling for a bad day at work. It's kind of like a diary in essence, but without using it as that word, right? Because some people think, oh, I don't want to have a diary, da da da. What am I, a little kid, you know? But really, it's not. It's actually extremely healthy to get your thoughts out onto paper because you're not thinking about it as much, right? You're not allowing the intrusive thoughts to take over if you had a bad day at work or you had an argument with a family member or an argument with your partner or you did just have something drastic happen with your relationship and it ends. There's just so many facets that you can use these tips and tricks for, these tactics. So why is it that when pain comes along, we kind of try to suppress it? And it's because pain hurts. It sucks. It's not a fun experience. Pain is just that. Like, it hurts and it's going to hurt. But if you're able to sit there and accept that it hurts, and you're able to use the tools that I might have provided, or even other tools that you may know about, please let me know if you do have other ones. I think I would benefit and others would benefit, for the future, for other instances. Along with that, you know, why not try to focus on that pain, even though it hurts? That's what you should be asking yourself. Why can't I focus on this pain? What is going on up here that is allowing me to stay with these thoughts rather than get them away, get them out of my head? Why am I not able to look back at the relationship so I can learn what I need for a future relationship to better it? Now, if you have any other tips, tricks, or advice, please do not hesitate to let me know in the comments. If you like this type of information, if you feel like you learned something, you gained something, please also let me know in the comments. And do not forget to like and subscribe. I truly appreciate every single one of you that has subscribed so far, and I cannot wait to see how we go on this journey. We're on this together, and I can't wait. And again, remember, you know what you're doing, you're keeping in tune, and you're keeping in tune with Carl Schmidt. Can't wait to see you guys next time.